because the latest on the continued trade war with China. Beijing now says it will cut tariffs on frozen pork, some medications, and tech components starting January 1st. Now, this applies to all countries, not just U.S. imports, and comes ahead of the signing of that Phase 1 trade deal with the Trump administration. So, Rick, of course, I'm coming to you first. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think this is actually going to get them over that finish line? Because that Phase 1 trade deal was announced, and yet nothing has been signed. No parties have met yet to sign that agreement.
I don't think this is necessarily related to the trade deal with the United States. What China is doing right now, it's not about us, it's about them. China's doing what's in China's interest. They have this very carefully targeted list of products where they're going to cut tariffs, in some cases all the way down to zero, because they need the stuff. I mean, pork is an example. I mean, they've lost like half of their domestic pork because of African swine flu, and so that now they're going to import more pork. So they're going to make it cheaper for their own consumers. So they've done this before, and China's just doing what China needs to do, and it applies to many countries, not just the United States. As for the Phase 1 trade deal, again, where is it?
I was going to say, how skeptical are we? Because
where in the world is this Phase 1
right,
trade deal?
It's been announced, but how skeptical or how optimistic are we that we're actually going to get that deal signed in the next couple of weeks or months?
I'm optimistic. I think it'll get signed. I mean, at this point, they've ironed out a good number of the details.
Have they? Yeah. Are we sure about that?
The question is not will it be signed, is what weight will it carry at all once it actually happens?
Well,
I mean,
the
whole
weight
point
is
the actual full
But then he'll
trade
put
deal.
more tariffs back on.
But not
if they don't follow it.
Yeah, so we're back at square one. We're like at a tit-for-tat tariff. The whole point of this Phase 1 trade deal is to constructively build towards the greater deal.
I think we're in a new phase with regard to this China trade dispute, and it's not. I don't think it's a deal-making phase. I'm very skeptical. I mean, Trump first announced a Phase 1 trade deal on October 11th, and then he re-announced it basically 2 months later. This time, it's real, I guess, but we still haven't seen the text. And China can agree to things or not agree to things and change its mind in 1 second. I mean, so I think what's different, what's changing is that Trump is basically now in his re-election campaign. He cannot afford to put more tariffs on the U.S. economy because it's already hurting the U.S. economy at the margins. And he just can't do that anymore with an election less than a year away.
All right. Well, there you have it. We'll have to bring you back.
If you see the trade deal,
I mean, if we see one, I'll call you. We'll bring you right back down here.
If you can find it.
Talk on a milk carton. Looking for the.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.